This lady goes broody every season and she is relentless, but I don't know that we've had very good fertility, probably because of the poofy back feathers that these guys get. But in any event, she sat on those eggs and everybody else laid eggs on top of them, some cracked, and we got tired of waiting for her, and so we just purchased some baby chicks and brought them in, and she took them on, and seems like everything's going pretty well. The other birds are pretty easy with them. This is, I think, day 3 or day 4, and so they're fitting right in with the other birds. This is our secondary temporary coop situation. We had these birds over in our pallet coop over there, but we had a fox breaking in and took out some of our birds, so we brought the rest over here, and I rebuilt and framed in this situation here. Let's get a view of it. It was just pretty much the box and some of the side panels at first, and I made sure to reinforce it pretty well. I've just kind of temporarily gotten it in. I want to put some, where's my finger at? I want to put a little terrace out here under each of the windows. There's a window over there as well, but it's got some paper on it, and that is going to be the over side door. So we've got the open top, which has a hook and eye closure, and it's just like a Dutch door here. No overlap this time like we had in the mobile coop that I made. And if we can get it adjusted to the light in here, it was pretty dirty, and this was made just with an OSB panel on the bottom here, and it's kind of rotted out. So I started taking out the end here, and we'll get that all situated. The bottom needs a little bit of a trim before it will open up easily. It's got a little catch right here. There's our birds, and we have an egg bench that was theirs before, and I screwed that on over there, and their food, and I've got 2 interior pallets and some nesting bars up there, so everybody's happy. And this pallet helps them to walk up, because not all of them are good at walking up. Here's the side and back view. Still need to get those corners cleaned up, and underneath this little overhang here, there's an opening that needs to be sealed up. We had about 22 ducks over the winter, and some of them have gone back to the place where they were raised next door, and we have these 4 were domesticated with the leghorns at first, these white birds over here. And at first they were not to be intermingled, but then over the winter they all got along, and so we let the ducks be together, but then they separated off into groups of 4 or 5, and I'm not even sure all of them are still with us, but we have what we have now. They lay some enormous eggs in the spring. Here's the mobile coop that we moved in there last fall. It's been really worn out because we had about 30 birds, unfortunately, living in there, and then we had about 20 living in this coop here. And we had an enormous tree come down, and it has been cut on twice. It's not a danger right now, but it's perhaps a way that predators can get in, so more cutting necessary on that. So let's let these birds out. We'll start with the Wyandotte coop here. This one is mostly our Wyandottes that we got, which was a group of mostly gold lace Wyandottes, and we had a few lavender Orpingtons, and we ended up getting a lot more. We have some silver lace Wyandottes. Let's open up this top here before they lose their minds. Hello, birds. They all lose their minds when I open up. Got 2 roosters in here. One was sold to us as a pullet, that one. And the older one was given to us by the neighbors. He's over there. And he takes after the younger and keeps him in check. But he doesn't get around as easily. He's got a bad toe, so he hobbles, but he takes care of business. And now time for Yang's coop. This is a mix of barred rocks, and Yang's our rooster in here. Still pretty dirty on the floor. We haven't cleaned it out all the way yet. And we've got some mismatched birds. I think that this one has some big cheeks. I think it might be like Americana that has that. And this one looks like an Isa, the brown. And we've got some giant mixed ladies in here. But some of them came from next door again. Happy to be out. And these little buggers will fly up and climb this 6-foot fence to get out of their coop. But the rooster doesn't get out, so we keep it closed because these guys are not to be intermated here. So that's what we have for you today. Enjoy. Who needs a nesting box? Gotta find the duck eggs.